Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I am finally getting back into book-related content, and I thought what better way to do that than with my summer TBR. Now, I will be doing a whole kind of goals check-in video at the end of the month, but for now I think it's safe to say that I've just been having the crappest of crap reading years. I have obviously set myself the goal of 50 books this year and have only read 10 of those books. I am just not allowing myself to sit down and read, which is a shame because I really want to read. I just don't seem to let myself do it. So I don't know what's going on, but I keep making these TBRs in hopes of inspiring myself. I didn't realize until I had pulled all of these books off the shelves that most of them are actually works in translation, so I thought I would go ahead and start off with the few books that are not translated, starting with one that I will definitely be getting to, and that is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. This will be the next book that I review for April magazine, and I always seem to end up doing videos on those books as well, so definitely look out for that. Katie from Katie Loves to Read also just put up a weekend reads video where she was talking about how much she loves this series, so I'm really hoping to get into this. Also, the film is, I don't know if they're actually filming, but they at least have cast the film. It's going to happen, and so I want to definitely get into this before that happens. Next up, I have Keats Johnson's The Foxwoman, which I would love to get to. You guys know that I loved Fudoki by Keats Johnson, and so it's kind of shocking to me that I haven't picked this up yet, but I love kind of her blend of fantasy and historical fiction, and I'm really looking forward to this, and I have really high hopes. Then next I have something completely different, and that is Operation Shylock, A Confession by Philip Roth. Now, I have never read any Philip Roth before, and I find him actually really intimidating. I'm not really sure why, but in my head Philip Roth is an intimidating figure. I talked about this last year, I think, on my Back to University TBR, and again it kind of never followed through on that. So for whatever reason, I've been eyeing this a lot on my shelves recently and just thinking I would really like to dip into some of Philip Roth's work, so I think this is going to be one that I try and get to this summer. I'm going to start off the translation selection with the beautiful Kashiki collection from Strangers Press. This is a collection of chapbooks that all feature up-and-coming or new voices in Japanese literature. So I would really love to read the entire collection this summer and then do kind of a review video for you guys of all of them in one go. And that might seem really ambitious, but for the fact that these are all incredibly short. I think the longest one in here is 45 pages. We shall see how I like these, but again, these are just so beautiful. I would be really disappointed if I didn't end up liking them. Then I would really love to read some Haruki Murakami this summer because it's actually been about a year since I read any Murakami, which I find kind of ridiculous. So the two I have here are Sputnik's Sweetheart and Kafka on the Shore, and I probably won't be getting to both of these, and I'm not actually sure which one of these I'm going to pick up. So if you would like to let me know which one you think I should go for, comment below. Murakami is definitely somebody I really like reading during the summer because I like his combination of kind of fantastical, weird, magical, realist elements with a more traditional Japanese slow paced plot. I feel like that's perfect for summer, so yeah, definitely let me know which one of these you would suggest that I pick up. And just in case I'm not Japanese literatured out, I also want to pick up The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Ogawa. I got this for Christmas last year and have not gotten to it yet. Again, this one is not very long. It is just about 180 pages, so I don't think this one would take incredibly long to read. It might be a great smaller book to break up some larger stuff. I don't know, but I've heard great things about this, and most recently I heard Jen Campbell talk about this, so really looking forward to this one, and hopefully I get to pick it up. Then a couple of months ago I was contacted by the publisher Glogoslav Publications, and they seem to focus on publishing works of like Russian and Slavic origin, which I have not really read much of. So I said, sure, send me over some copies, and I really like the sound of this one and definitely want to pick this one up this summer. So this is The Tale of a Yuppie. This was one of the winners of the English Pen Award. This is about a group of Turkmen fishermen dwelling on the coast of the Caspian Sea who are, I guess, in threat of losing their ancestral home. I don't know, it sounds really interesting. It's, again, really really short. Can you tell I'm going for short reads this summer? It is just about 163 pages. So we shall see, and again, really love this cover. Then the last work in translation I would like to get to this summer is Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I actually picked this one up not long after I first started doing booktube, so it has been sitting on my shelf unread for quite a while, and I would like to finally get to it. Generally speaking, I've heard really great things about this book, and I think it's about a man who shows up at the funeral of his former lover's husband and says, hey, by the way, I'm still in love with you. So I'm really interested in getting into this. I haven't read a whole lot of Latin American fiction in translation, which I definitely need to remedy. So looking forward to picking this one up, and hopefully I get to it. Then it wouldn't really be summer for me unless I was reading some kind of adventure, crime, thriller story. So this summer I would like to get through more James Bond novels. Now I've been listening to them on Audible, which has been a really enjoyable experience, but I also have this massive James Bond omnibus, which has From Russia with Love, Dr. No, and Goldfinger. So if I get to them in the series, I will pick up this book. If not, I will just continue to listen on Audible. Then lastly, I have a few nonfiction reads I would love to get to this summer, the first of which I do not have here with me, but it is Five Came Back by Mark Harris, I believe. This is a pretty chunky nonfiction book about the filmmakers that went out with the troops during World War II to record and film the troops, to not only make propaganda films, but to just kind of make a record for the history books. I will be borrowing my dad's copy of the book, and he said it was really, really interesting. So looking forward to this one. And then the last book I would love to get to this summer is Joan Didion's The Year of Magical Thinking. Now I have previously read one Joan Didion title, but it obviously didn't make a huge impression on me because I can't even remember the title. But I've heard so many amazing things about this book from professors, from friends, from Bree Hill, who most recently talked about this in a currently reading video, I think. From what I understand, it's the memoir of the year, I believe, right after the death of her husband. So it's supposed to be pretty gut-wrenching and pretty emotional, but also supposed to be beautifully written and just really, really eloquent. So those were all of the books that I would like to get to this summer. And obviously I picked a ton of stuff here because, like I said, I'm trying to inspire myself to actually give myself the time to read more. Obviously I will not get to every single one of these, but if I could at least get to a handful, that would be great, and I would really be proud of myself. So anyways, if you have read any of these and you would like to encourage me to pick up one before the other, please let me know down in the comments below. But otherwise, that is all I have for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye!